Playback. Logan Paul, you're not slick. Hey, man. So recently, what I've been seeing, Crypto Zoo, something Logan Paul is a part of or started, feel me? Pretty much he scammed off back 6 months ago, right? No, he invested 6 months ago. This was probably late last year or something like that. Where this man was talking about the whole situation, how he was scamming and stuff. I think Logan came out and apologized, and he ain't paid the people back like he said he was. Something like that, right? So this is back in the light, and we'll see what's going on.
6 months ago, I investigated CryptoZoo, a scam created by Logan Paul and a team of criminals. Oh, and a dude named Jeff, which ultimately resulted in millions of dollars being stolen from fans. I was threatened with a lawsuit for exposing it, but ultimately, Logan Paul decided to thank me instead for his public undressing and announced a $1.8 million refund to the victims. Now, I thought that was a great ending to the story, but I also said this: I'll follow up in the future to make sure that he actually gives that money away, and that's why we're here today. Been 6 months, so here's the follow-up.
Damn, that boy on his tip, boy, you feel me? Hey, bruh, 1.8 million, I know that's a lot of money. That's some shit everybody can imagine having, you feel me? And dream about, but like 1.88 to Logan Paul. So I don't understand, you feel me, why he hasn't paid that back. You know what I'm saying? 1.8 million ain't to this man, bro. Especially with everything that he got going on, making him money. That's like pocket change to him, bro. I don't know. I truly feel like if you that wealthy, bro, you rich and shit, you got hella money, you got all these businesses and everything bringing you money every day, week, month, year, whatever, right? 1.8 is pocket change to you, bro.
Logan Paul has not paid back his victims. He hasn't talked about it since he first announced he was going to pay them back. And what's worst of all, he doesn't seem to have a plan in place to refund anyone. How do I know that? Well, because I've been asking Logan for that plan to refund people the entire time behind the scenes in messages like these. Quote, "Hey, Logan."
This nigga's nasty.
That boy's the FBI detective, boy.
Oh, wait. This is a nasty nigga right here, bro. That's a nasty nigga, bro. He had everything prepped for you, bro. You can't talk to this nigga any normal way, bro.
Because you know what it is,
might
like,
be thinking,
when you get in drama with niggas, you know how many times they say, bro, so you couldn't just hit me up privately?
and then they still hit you up privately, and then when niggas say that, it's so funny because they act like that's gonna change something. Like, bro, hit me up privately. Like, you know me, bro.
Bro, you could have hit me up privately, but you made a video
You
instead.
made this all public and shit, bro. You just trying to do this shit for the views, bro. You really don't care, bro. That's nigga, y'all and y'all fall for that stupid stuff all the time, bro. But you can't have a regular conversation with this nigga.
Yeah.
You gotta know for a fact. If I say the wrong thing, this nigga will use it in the video. This nigga will try to expose me, boy.
So there was this one, another one, another one, another one. He hit him up 4 times over the course of 6 months.
4 times?
And on the final
Damn.
one, the lawyer finally responded. Lawyer says, Steven, see inserted on behalf of Logan Paul. We represent Logan Paul. Mr. Paul has informed us of your outreach about the status of the CryptoZoo egg buyback. Mr. Paul remains committed to the process. We are working with Mr. Paul to evaluate the best way to achieve this goal. In the meantime, please direct our attention to any further inquiries to Mr. Paul. Thank you for your patience.
This email, I mean, if I want to get real detailed, I could get real detailed. Too much spacing, bro. That's double spaces right there. Double spaces. Regular space. Look at the spacing. You feel me? Second, this is too short of a motherfucking statement, bro. Or you feel me, of an email. What do you... This helps nothing. This says nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And understanding. So Coffee Dilla basically, he pulled an Eminem in 8 Mile, and he was like, bro, what Logan's probably gonna say is he's being sued, which is why he can't talk about it, which is why he hasn't been responding to me, which is why he got his lawyers involved. But so he kind of fronted what he thought Logan was gonna say, which actually might be true. Yeah, so Logan had this idea for an NFT that was kind of like Pokemon, where you would buy these eggs. I'm not too familiar, but
you buy the eggs and then
they hatch, and
then from there you would get the value of the NFT of what hatched out of the egg.
Correct.
The problem is that it never actually worked. attempt.
Yeah, so it was
but convince a bunch of people to put
money into it.
Millions.
So this is an interesting one because we've seen lots of like generic rug pulls before where like the insiders make the money and everybody else who was kind of late to the party is the ones that gets fleeced. In this situation though, it was a lot messier, which is why they're saying lawsuit, because it seems like the developers almost like revolted and like boomed everybody. We don't know how true this is, but from Logan's reports, that's what it sounds like. So it seems like Logan was fleeced by his developers who he wasn't able to trust, and the whole process began to fall apart because niggas were selling like mass amounts of it. It would be like if me and you just started selling mass amounts of Playback on the New York Stock Exchange. Like the price of it would fucking plummet, but everyone's trying to get out while it still has value.
And then Kai's a developer, and he just leaves
with all his shit,
with all the money.
And niggas were secretly selling.
But the problem is, we're in a group chat with Kai, and he's telling us he's about to leave. And then we come out and say, I didn't even know he was about to do that, man. I'm just as surprised as y'all, man. I'm just baffled. I'm bamboozled. The past couple of months, man, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the money, man.
Yeah. So it's like Logan was kind of put on the hook for dealing with all this because he was the face of it.
Yeah.
We don't know how responsible he is. He's obviously not 100% responsible, but he was the one selling this to his viewers, and his viewers were the ones that got fleeced, so he's going to hold the majority of the responsibility as it relates to all the shit that we know. That being...
Yeah, because he, again, like he said, he's the face of it. He may not have been like all the way in tune with it, you feel me, with everything going on behind the scenes, but like he promoted it. He's the one with the bigger fan base because nobody fucking knows the other people, and if they do, they're not thinking about them. They're thinking about Logan Paul because he has more clout.
Logan not responding, even though CoffeeZilla said he was gonna follow up
at the 4 attempts,
just makes him look so bad because Logan also said this in a video earlier in January.
Absolutely no sign of that. And it's not for a lack of Logan having the cash. He's on a world tour for Prime right now, bragging about how much money his drink company is making.
Facts.
In January of this year, we did 45 million.
45 million. 1.8 million is pocket change, buddy. What are you doing? Even after you pay taxes, you still have 1.8 million to pay back. You feel me, bro? Like, just get this shit out your fucking... You feel me? It's like people... All right, it's like people still talking about the whole incident he did at Japan. Yes, that was fucking insane. Yes, people still think about it and talk about it. But it's like, it's not as often. You know what I'm saying? Not people are really thinking about that shit. They're looking at all the other shit he has. The Pokemon card thing he got going on. The Prime, the wrestling, the boxing. If he wants to, no, I think I saw something today. He uploaded on Impulsive. He was kind of like the host and the guest, and he was saying that I guess he's making his UFC debut or some bullshit like that, right? Like, he has all this shit going on, bro. Like, address the bullshit. It's still gonna stain your name, obviously, but leave it in the fucking past. You know what I'm saying? Just literally pay your 1.8 million, bro. Like, that shit's pocket change to you.
Oh, only in January?
Yeah.
Wow, 45 million is a good month.
Why? Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut up. Shut up. His lawyers need to pull him aside. Like, yo, shut the fuck up.
I know what he's trying. He's trying to hype up Prime.
I
Like,
know,
if you make
but-
it look really successful,
but you
people are gonna
haven't-
buy more.
Yeah, I know, but we got you in the hook for about 2 million. They like, all right.
But to be fair, like legally, he's not on the hook for shit. He just said he was gonna do it.
Okay, but I mean, in the court of opinion, it's basically
Right, which is
legal.
worse than
Yeah, it's worse.
because he's gonna lose more than $1.8 million worth of goodwill. But
Exactly. Avoid the lawyer shit. You feel me? Avoid courts, all that bullshit. Just pay what you gotta pay, bro, and that's it. Move on. You know what I'm saying? You can make 1.8 million in the next week or two. You can make that shit back. Like, bro.
and it's also true that Prime is a separate company. He can't just take money from Prime.
True,
There's a
true,
whole
true.
structure to
Yeah,
that.
but they'll probably be
True.
like, yo, y'all do payouts or
Yes.
something? Like,
It's clear he's a fucking millionaire. Who can
everybody
afford
say,
it.
come on.
Correct.
That is
Yeah.
true. He could have just, like...
He could afford it, bro.
He could afford it.
Like, I'm sure
Pocket
this is a chunk
change.
to him.
I ain't gonna count his pockets like that, but
Let me see.
you like...
He could afford it, bro.
He could afford it.
Like, I'm sure this is chump change to him.
Exactly. You feel me? And not to sit here and sound like I'm pocket watching, but like, bro, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself out of that bullshit and move on with your life. Because now people, who knows, maybe this bullshit is holding him back from other sponsorships or collabs or other business ventures he wants to go about. You feel me? And it's like,
I ain't gonna count his pockets like that, but you know.
No, I'll count his pockets.
Oh, you can't?
Nah.
I know that's what you good at.
Yeah.
I know you good at that one right
I
there.
would be surprised if he didn't have like $20 million liquid. Not maybe cash, but something he could get cash out of.
Yeah,
like,
for
pretty
sure.
quickly. Bro, unless he put so much money into NFTs.
No, he did not. The nigga's praying and hoping Prime works out, because if it don't, man, I'm kind of fucked. Nah, yeah, you got the cash, but like at the end of the day, you got to shut up, Logan. Yo, you got to shut the hell up, bro. Let me go around telling people how lucrative your other businesses are, and then still be like, look, lawyer,
I can't
handle this peon CoffeeZilla talking to me
Child
about
support. I just can't.
I just can't do that, bro. I can't pay it back.
I feel like niggas is really hard on Logan a lot because he's become like really unlikable to the point where like
He's making himself unlikable.
yeah,
though.
obviously he participated in it, but I'm saying though, like he's not 100% responsible for this, and sometimes it sucks when there's some shit that goes on, and only the nigga with a face is the one that catch backlash. Not that he shouldn't, is that bro? Everyone else in the process should be catching heat as well. They participate.
True,
No,
but the
for
nigga
sure.
with the face also catches the most praise as well. Like when something works, nobody doesn't go around saying like, "Yo, who was the dev, dog?
Yo, that dev.
Exactly.
Yo, come on, bro. The dev killed this shit right here, man. Yo, give me the name of the dev." Like nobody doesn't.
They don't give a fuck. No one cares, bro. They looking at Logan.
do that. Nobody says that.
funds. So there's no good explanation for why Logan hasn't refunded his victims yet, because he had a plan back in January. He had the money, but there's even less of a good explanation for why he hasn't explained himself for the delay to either me privately or to the victims publicly.
Damn, this nigga waited, bro. He
Also,
waited June 30th to drop this. I
let's
just
not
want people
pretend
to know
like
this as well.
Obviously, you'd never know if it's a rug pull, but I'm not gonna lie, 7 months ago, you should have known shit like this was gonna be a rug pull. And everyone else
Yeah, bro. Mad people were trying to fucking scam off NFTs and shit, bro.
knew it. That's why we didn't participate in it. Well, we all heard about this project. We just didn't. Bro, how many rug pulls do you need to see before you realize you are not getting rich this way? Unless you were on the inside, you are not getting rich. This nigga
And I
talking
would
about
agree with you, but Logan said, "I'm gonna give you your money back."
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I just think like
like these
a lack
niggas,
of intelligence a little bit.
Yeah, but these niggas would have been SOL just like the rest of them.
If
or
this nigga didn't make a
If
video.
he didn't make the video, yes. If he didn't make the video, if Logan didn't make the promise, they would have been SOL the same way all the other people who invest in NFTs are also SOL on those rug pulls. But he promised it, and he gave himself a timestamp. This nigga waited until June 30th.
Oh, he did. He dropped this July 1st.
July
Like,
1st.
it has been 6
It's
months.
been 6 months on the dot, nigga. I ain't heard shit.
He probably scheduled this bitch on the same time too.
It's been 6 months on the dot. I would count them motherfucking calendar days, boy.
Now, eventually, I do believe Logan will address this. I think he has to. And when he does, I think he'll probably point to a lawsuit that he's in for the reason he couldn't speak. He had to be silent. Only he's tried this before, and it didn't make a lot of sense then either.
I had to rely on my team. I crumbled internally, and the advice was, while actual legal process was going on because of criminal investigation taking place that CoffeeZilla highlighted in his series, I had to stay silent. And for a year, I'm hounding Jeff. How do we make this right?
All right, let's get this straight. Logan was dying to make CryptoZoo right the first time, but was legally required to be silent until a YouTuber talked about it? Did the judge magically unseal his lips when my video dropped? I'm confused. He's not prevented from explaining himself, and he's certainly not legally prevented from giving people their money back.
Yeah.
Even if you want to argue the point that maybe Logan might look more guilty if he promises to pay victims, well, sure, but he already did that though. He said he felt so bad that he was going to refund $1.8 million to the affected people who invested. But actually delivering that promise doesn't add any layer of admission to that guilt. He already said he was responsible. At this point, refunding people is just doing what he said he was going to do from the beginning.
Yeah.
What he just said is also very, very like genuinely true. Because like now it just comes across like you just gave a bunch of lip service for the last 6 months, which makes it even worse.
Trying to avoid it. Yeah, makes it worse.
Because like now I don't even believe like all the things that, because the problem with, like you said before, Logan is acting as if like my hands are tied, guys. Like, I had no other choice. My team was telling me to be quiet. The devs just left me.
And he said he was gonna refund. If he so-called didn't have much control over the whole thing, why does he have to pay it back? You know what I'm saying? How about the other people that he was working with?
I'm just little old Logan. I don't know what's going on. And the lawyer was telling me just stop talking. The more and more as time progresses and the more and more like we get deeper into this, yeah, you look worse, bro. You look worse. And I agree with him, bro. Like I do think Logan just thought he was gonna mull over though. I think he believed like, give some time. People not gonna care. I'll go on a prime tour. Me and KSI gonna fuck shit up, bro. All summer long. All 2023, nigga, we gotta fuck some shit up, bro. That's what I thought I think he really thinks that. And also I believe that most of his fan base doesn't care either. And you don't care.
They probably don't. Yeah, so I don't think Logan Paul set out to do like a rug pull. I think it just ended up happening. And now he's dealing with the brunt of it. But like, and who knows? Maybe there's a lot of stuff behind the scene. We don't know what this lawsuit looks like at all. All we know is what he said he was going to do. And that he hasn't followed through on. That's facts. This seems like the correction we've all been waiting for. So we'll see what happens in the space. But overall, Logan, man, pay the niggas back, man. That's it.
Simple, bro. Just give their money back and leave. You feel me? And then I don't know, maybe if it's coming out of your pockets and you didn't have much control over it, but you want some money back from the people you worked with, sue their ass. You feel me? Like, do something like that, bro.
Pay them back, boy.
If y'all missed original videos, we will link those.
You know what I'm saying? Congrats on a stellar video. It just shocks me how KSI has become a hypocrite and is now defending Logan for his scams. Money changes people, it seems. What's funny is that there's a video that shows JJ's ego ruining his life, and this is an animated video. You nailed it with your latest video. Bravo on your latest video. What? Logan is never going to give that money back. Hey, man. That's just pocket change, like I said. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why he can't fucking pay it back. But let me know what you guys thought, man. That's my reaction. If you enjoyed, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't. I'm out.